contender to the TNA World Championship at Genesis. There are no countouts, there are no disqualifications. EY, that's why you're out to watch Macklin's back in the event of Icarus and Williams potentially helping out Josh Alexander.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. I mean, I've been involved in wrestling a long time. They say they're not going to be here, but who knows? These boys are getting it started early.
Already spilling out here onto the floor. Mike Santana fired up here. He sees what's in his future.
Mike Santana is trying to earn his very first opportunity at the TNA World Championship. Has not lost a singles match in 4 months.
Sometimes momentum can really help a competitor like this. All the momentum is in Santana's favor. He believes he's destined for this. I'd be hard-pressed to disagree with him.
Up onto the shoulders, Josh Alexander could be in trouble early here. Santana's fired up. Alexander trying to avoid as much contact as possible in the early goings. But Steve Maclin looking to pick up right where he left off at Turning Point.
That's right. These two went to war at Turning Point with Maclin ultimately getting the victory, but still he finds Josh Alexander in his crosshairs here tonight along with everybody else in this matchup.
And now we're revisiting Victory Road from a few months ago where through an injury got Josh Alexander to tap out that
Joe Hendry 2024 has all been about living up to the hype that he's created with his energy, with the music, everything he's done, the memes, whatever you want to call it. Hendry has had to live up to that within the ropes and continues to do so. But this has got to be his biggest test, his biggest obstacle to get back to a world title shot.
A four-way match like this is hard to prepare for. Plus, no DQ, no count out, anything is go, anything is allowed. Preparing for 3 different people, this is maybe one of the most difficult matches in pro wrestling.
No doubt about it.
preparing for chaos. And it's Maclin, Santana, and Hendry inside the ring right now.
Everybody in this matchup, I mean, they have an argument, they have a claim to wanting to get that shot. Maclin's a former champion. He's turned his career around this year. Joe Hendry, obviously, we've already said everything. Josh Alexander, our longest reigning TNA World Champion in history. Everybody has their claim here.
Yeah, you don't end up in a match like this by accident. This is earned, one way or the other.
Look at the strength of Joe Hendry in a 3-week span, defeated 6 opponents to earn this opportunity to be in this match. Spot. Oh, and a stop by Maclin.
Look at it. I mean, you can disagree with what Josh is doing, but he knows what he's doing. He's in complete control of this. Look at it. At this point, he's fighting it up. Oh, man. Every person wants at Josh Alexander, and he knows it.
Damn barricade.
It's getting wilder. Anything goes.
That's true. With 4 incredibly unpredictable athletes out here, anything can happen.
And Alexander slows up Santana, along with Maclin inside the ring.
Reigniting this rivalry.
I've been on that ride before.
One of the more brutal rivalries in the history of TNA between Maclin and Alexander, and notable more Slammiversary 2022. You and Alexander tore apart the ring that night for the TNA World title.
Yeah, I mean, shoes were on different feet that night for sure. I felt like I was in the right. I think if I look back on it, maybe I wasn't. But the truth is, like I said earlier, you can't disrespect who Josh Alexander is as an athlete, who he is as a competitor, but I don't agree with the person that he's become.
You're doing some crazy stuff at that point in time.
I did some questionable things, for sure.
German suplexes continue. The tenacity written all over the face of Josh Alexander.
But the tenacity of Steve Maclin to stay fighting, to withstand that barrage, and keep throwing foes everywhere he can.
Swing blows here by Steve Macklin to the spine. You got a glimpse inside Steve Macklin's mind like few ever have. What did you see?
This is laser focus, right? Like this is an ex-Marine. He's trained for stuff 10 times worse than anything that we're going to see here tonight.
Once a Marine, always a Marine.
That's it.
Oh, Macklin looking for caught in the crosshairs, but gets caught himself by Joe Hendry. And Hendry, I mean, he's feeding off this energy. Atlanta obviously believes, but he's got to keep his focus in the ring, especially when it's Josh Alexander on the other side.
Oh, and a dragon screw to the left knee. Josh Alexander catching Hendry amongst the ropes. Takes out the left leg. Santana blasted to the outside by Alexander, who's trying to hold the ring right now, Eli.
That's experience, right? Like Josh has been in big matches like this. He's a big match prize fighter. This is what he does. And like I said, you can disagree with who he is as a person, but you can't disagree with his skill. He's in complete control. It's almost 3-on-1 for him. Every one of these guys wants to hurt him and wants to hurt him bad.
In the match, the pinfall submission inside the ring. They keep Santana and Macklin away. It's Alexander time. And isn't it interesting, Walt? Alexander was going after the ankle of Joe Hendry. I mentioned Victory Road.
Absolutely. I mean, how sweet it would be to get another victory here over Joe Hendry with the ankle lock, a little bit of payback for that matchup. That's why you see how deadly Alexander can be. All right. Easy, buddy.
Reminds me of another Joe, right?
It does, yeah. It's a very Joe move there. And, I mean, they say that you can't, you're not stealing from the bastard, just borrowing.
Big forearm shiver. Is Alexander moving on to Genesis and a kick out?
Alexander might have just borrowed a couple of teeth from Joe Hendry there. Knocking him flat. But Hendry, staying alive in this one.
Alexander has been on the warpath to reclaim the championship. He was never beaten for the TNA World title. Could he do so at Genesis against either TNA World Champion Nick Nemeth or AJ Francis, as we see later on tonight?
Can you imagine kicking off 2025 with a first-class world champion? All four of these guys got to be thinking about that.
Now Hendry face to face with Alexander. There's Hendry deposited outside the ring.
Alexander's had answers for everybody in this matchup so far.
I mean, big matches like this, he's for sure got the most experience. There's no doubt about it. You can't replace experience. Same thing with my Tiger.
And now Santana and Alexander doing battle here at Final Resolution. Santana on the move, caught up by the walking weapon. Santana out to the apron. Kick right to the face there by Alexander. Santana in a bad spot here. The crossbody to the spine.
Alexander is keeping the pace hot and heavy here. He is not letting up.
Alexander with a full head of steam and a boot right to the face of Macklin.
Experience, guys, experience. And no one has been in big matches as many as Josh Alexander. Longest reigning world champion of all time. Again, that doesn't happen by accident.
There's a reason for that, no doubt about it. When you look at people like Mike Santana, you could maybe argue is in a similar spot to where Josh Alexander was some about 3.5 years ago. Young, full of piss and vinegar, refocused, ready to take that next step in his career. Could this be the start of that? But Alexander doing everything he can to
Knee
stop
right
it
to the
out.
back of the head. And Alexander going to Genesis and a kick out. Look who's joining us here at ringside. Westside Gun, a huge supporter of TNA Wrestling. Fourth Rope was an action right here in this building just last night.
This building has held some unbelievable wrestling. There's unbelievable history in this building. It's cool to be here and be part of something like this.
For decades. experience now, dating all the way back to the days of WCW.
Continuing here tonight as Alexander continuing to dish out the punishment.
Going back suplex there by Alexander. You can see Macklin stirring on the entranceway. Gotta say, you watch the last few minutes, this has felt like all Josh Alexander, complete command.
Yeah, and this would be for him by design, if I could use a phrase.
And a German suplex on the ramp.
That's a game changer, guys. And the truth is I was waiting for when are we going to get to this? We haven't seen a lot of crazy stuff happen inside the guardrail. There are no rules. There are no disqualifications. Anything goes.
That might have just taken Macklin out of this match for good.
And the way that Alexander has commanded this might explain why no sign of Icarus or Williams thus far.
He is feeling confident, now looking to put it away, setting up for the C4 spike.
Once the C4 spike, Santana wisely felt it coming, straight jab right to the jaw. Santana charges in after, hold on the wall.
Oh, the cutter.
There's a cover, and Santana headed to Genesis and a kick out.
Just in the nick of time, Alexander stays in his fight, but Santana may have just turned this whole matchup on its head.
In a big fight like this, it's crazy how quickly the whole momentum can change. We were saying it just seconds ago. Josh Alexander's got everything going his way. One good move by Santana.
Santana was calling for spin the block, the STB, wanted to end this thing. Two men who were part of two of the greatest tag teams in the history of TNA wrestling, LAX and the North. Look at how they've grown and matured into the same stars they are now.
Yeah, and like I said, gaining experience like that, and being in big tag matches, moving on, being a singles competitor, everything leads to a match like this. And the crazy thing is these guys don't even know who they're going to be facing at Genesis.
True, still to come at main event, the world title on the line.
Completely labeled.
No disqualifications, gentlemen. Oh, wait a minute. Hendry and Macklin.
Look at this. Propping Alexander up. Santana on top.
Over the top. The strip sweeper over the top. Santana and company put down Alexander.
Special matches give special moments. That's something that I'm going to be thinking about, and kind of glad that I'm up here safe with you guys, to be honest.
As this one continues to turn the heat, turn the volume up and up and up.
Henry whipped into the corner. Out of the corner of that clothesline. The global phenomenon, Joe Hendry, is starting to roll. Full-body slam.
And Hendry comes alive here. Deep into the matchup.
Oh, now Macklin with a psycho knee. Here's the cover. Can Macklin go to Genesis now, or it's broken up by Santana?
Eyes in the back of your head at all times, boys.
The kick there, Santana missed. Now Macklin on the move. Trying to push the pace here. Uh-oh. Caught him with the DVD. To head to Genesis and a kick out.
Santana on a roll here, though.
Oh, it's going for another rolling part 50. Huge shot right to the back of the neck. I'll go for the torture rack bomb. Standing torture rack bomb. There's the cover.
Is Josh Alexander going to go with Genesis and a kick out?
That was it, guys. It could go either way. I mean, it's crazy that we're at this point where this could literally go either way.
Matter of milliseconds sometimes.
Alexander trying to go up top here. Henry in pursuit.
Any one guy having some time now. Building momentum. It's back and forth. Anybody's ball game.
On Hendry. Hendry's back up.
Now the ankle lock.
Alexander twisting, tearing, trying to punch his ticket.
I've been in that before. I can tell you this is one of the most painful holds in professional wrestling. This is getting crazy.
And it's not slowing down.
Santana driving Alexander into the barricade. This is chaos.
Complete chaos, and we were ready for it.
A rookie standing. Hendrick goes.
This is what you have to do. You want a shot at the world title. You've got to pull out all the stops. Every man in this match is doing just that.
Injury tonight at Final Resolution. Hendrick back inside the ring with Macklin. Was thinking about the
Also, Hendry looking for the standing ovation.
This one has been anybody's ball game. Oh!
outside of the ring. Alexander just drove Santana face first into the steel post. Wait a minute. Alexander's got a zip tie.
Here we go again. Look at this.
Look at this. Alexander is trying to take Santana out of the equation in this matchup. He's trying to zip tie Santana to this gate.
It ain't pretty, but that is damn sure effective. That's a smart strategy.
This has been the calling card of the Northern Armory for months now, TNA. And Alexander, you can understand the wherewithal within this matchup trying to zip tie Santana.
Absolutely relentless here, dead set on locking Santana to this barricade. That's the threat like Santana poses in this matchup, and there it is.
Alexander has incapacitated Mike Santana.
Look, as much as I don't agree with it, look at it. It's smart. It's smart.
But look at this.
And then back inside the ring, Macklin and Hendry. And Hendry gets caught in the crosshairs. And now Macklin was thinking about the KIA. Oh, and a low blow.
Is that going to be it?
All Steve Macklin looking for the KIA.
This is staring down Mike Santana. Wait!
Hold on.
Standing ovation. Yes.